TMZ.com. Dave Chappelle has finally spoken for himself on his ongoing Netflix controversy, saying he is, indeed, down to meet with members of the transgender community and hear him out, but he has a few conditions. Waiting for your permission to load the Instagram media. The comedian was in Nashville over the weekend for a new show, where a ton of his comic buddies opened for him, including Jeff Ross, Donald Rawlings, Tom Segura, and Joe Rogan. Eventually, Dave himself came out and addressed the elephant in the room. TMZ.com. According to eyewitnesses, he started his set with a statement to those head offended with a closer, jokingly pulling out a piece of paper and reading, "Fuck you all, NS." The jokes kept flying from there, with DC saying he was in so much trouble that he couldn't even get DaBaby on the phone. He asked the audience, "What do you call a black trans person in the US?" TMZ.com. The response, "NA." Dave also joked his wife feared for his safety, and had bought him a handgun which had a pearl handle, and he was worried that if he used it, someone's last words to him would be, "FT." So, Hess hardly backing off any LGBTQ content. On a more serious note, Dave said there had been a lot of interest in his untitled documentary from film festivals, which he recently screened at the Hollywood Bowl, just as the swirling controversy over his new Netflix special, The Closer, began. But now, he says Hess being dropped from those same festivals. Dave shouted out Netflix for standing firm, and not taking down the special. Dave went on to note that if Hess cancelled, to reach a ton of people who clearly believe otherwise, pointing out the sold-out show at Bridgestone Arena. Then, he laid out his terms for meeting with Netflix employees from the LGBTQ community who've been protesting. One, he says whoever talks to him has to watch the special from start to finish. 2, it has to be a time and place of his choosing, and 3, they must admit Hannah Gadsby isn't funny. That last condition is a clap back at the Australian comedian who jabbed at Dave's comedy a couple weeks ago, and ripped into Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos. DC also says even though film festivals are abandoning him, Hess going to air his documentary film in 10 cities across America. He ended the show by loudly asking, "Am I cancelled, or not?" Listen to the applause he got, and it seems like he has a very clear answer.